which is chemical reactions. And what we're going to do is we're going to touch base with kinetic energy and what kinetic energy means and how to calculate it. It says a rifle shoots a 7.62 gram bullet at a velocity of 1,028 meters per second. What is its kinetic energy in joules? And this says 1 joule equals 1 kilogram meter squared per second squared. And the equation for this, which I don't really remember this term at all, but I do remember this equation. And let's see if this equation is on our conversion and equation sheet. It is not. Oh yes, I was gonna say, I fully expect it to be. Sorry, I was writing on my sheet here. Let's try that. So kinetic energy equals 1/2 mv squared. And lo and behold, it's not in the same place, but there it is. Kinetic energy equals 1/2 mv squared. I really do try and put almost everything on here that you could use. And if you plug this in, the key thing that you do have to remember, I guess, which is different, is that the molar or the mass has to be in kilograms, which I will oftentimes give you the mass in grams. So to convert from grams to kilograms, move the decimal point 3 places to the left. So 7.62 grams becomes 1, 2, 3. 0.00762 kilograms. And then the velocity has been given to you in meters per second, so 1,028 meters per second squared. Plug this in, and if you do kilograms and meters per second, which is then squared, your answer will be in joules. And our kinetic energy, 0.5 times 0.00762 times 1,028 squared. And we get 4,026 joules. And yes, it does say the units, so we are going to enter it into the homework as 4,026. And what I would point out to you is that this is not that many joules compared to some of the joules for chemical reactions. And it turns out that chemical reactions store a lot of energy, and that's really important. So chemical reactions tend to store approximately 100 to 1,000 kilojoules, that's a J, kilojoules per mole. And that's important because when we eat food, our body does chemical reactions to release that energy, and it's that energy which allows us to be warm-blooded creatures. So we have to eat to maintain the energy. And you can see that something traveling 1,000 meters per second, when it's a small mass, is a relatively small amount of joules of energy. So that was sort of the point of that, and just to touch base maybe with any physics that you're